We have to talk about the war in Ukraine now. The Russian invasion entered its second week today. The U.S. just issued a new round of sanctions to target more Russian oligarchs.
And this comes as the first Ukrainian city has fallen to Russia. The mayor of Kherson says Russian forces have captured his city, a strategic port city near the Black Sea. And this new video shows military tanks rolling through the streets there. It is not clear if those are Russian or Ukrainian military vehicles in the video you see right now.
It comes as the second round of peace talks has ended. It's a new photo from that meeting right here in Belarus. Ukraine says there was some progress, but still no ceasefire. They have reached a tentative agreement to create safe corridors to evacuate civilians and to deliver aid. 1 million people have escaped Ukraine since the invasion, and the UN says that number could go up to 4 million. Governor Murphy told President Biden that New Jersey is ready and able to accept refugees. News 4's Rana Novini is in the newsroom keeping a close eye for yet another day on where things stand, Rana.
Yeah, Natalie, that second round of peace talks you mentioned ended today with no ceasefire, but both sides did say it did make progress in a solution for humanitarian needs. This as President Zelensky says he is ready to meet with the Russian president.
Speaking to reporters in Kyiv, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky calling on Russian President Vladimir Putin to negotiate.
It's not about I want to talk with Putin. I think I have to talk with Putin. The world has to talk with Putin because there are no other ways to stop this war.
The Russian invasion of Ukraine entering its second week. Parts of Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city, reduced to rubble. And in the southern port city of Kherson, the mayor says the city has fallen to the Russians. Video shows Russian military vehicles riding down a street. But Ukrainians are determined to protect their country. In southeast Ukraine, dozens of men and women block the path to Europe's largest nuclear power plant. And in town after town, ordinary citizens take up arms, make Molotov cocktails, and try to stop military tanks with their bodies.
We want to be angry when we die, not scared.
The United States announcing more sanctions Thursday, targeting Russian oligarchs close to Putin. But President Biden has so far declined to support a ban on Russian oil imports, even as it gains support on Capitol Hill.
I'm all for that. Ban it.
Ban the oil.
Ban the oil come from Russia. Yep.
Meantime, a second round of peace talks in Belarus. Both sides meeting, discussing, among other things, creating a humanitarian corridor to allow aid in and to let people out.
They have bombed my city, destroyed many houses. They didn't launch rockets. They dropped bombs.
The United Nations says 1 million Ukrainians have now fled the country and millions more are expected. The Kyiv metro system has become a shelter for roughly 15,000 people, unsure if they'll ever return home.
I'm on the subway now and it's terrible. How many kids are there? We won't live as independent, normal country.
And Ukrainian President Zelensky has also expressed sympathy for Russian troops, calling them confused children and saying they're being used by Vladimir Putin. Reporting live in the newsroom, Rana Novini, News 4 New York.
Rana, thank you for the latest. Athletes from Russia and Belarus can no longer compete in the Paralympic Winter Games in Beijing. This really is an about-face from organizers of the Games. The International Paralympic Committee made this final decision after athletes from other countries threatened to boycott the Games. The committee also expressed some safety concerns. They cited a, quote, deteriorating situation in the athlete villages. Now, the stunning decision to ban the athletes, it comes less than 24 hours after organizers said that they would allow them to compete as neutrals without their flags, symbols, or national anthems. Opening ceremony set for tomorrow.
Well, we've seen a lot of collection drives to help the people of Ukraine, but so far, nothing quite like this one on Long Island. Today, Nassau County announced it is starting a gun collection drive. So how's that going to work? And is it even legal? News 4's Greg Sergel is live in Franklin Square getting answers for us. Greg.
Well, Adam, this plan appears to be able to move forward only with federal approvals. Nassau's county executive unveiled the idea here outside of Franklin Square gun store. In the end, this idea may score him some political points, but in practicality, it could be a long shot.
Well, I'd like to buy it and store it.
Nassau's county executive purchased an AK-47 rifle today. Part of his plan, he says, to arm the people of Ukraine.
The Ukrainian people want to protect themselves. So let's give them the resources to do that.
Blakeman is urging New Yorkers over the next 4 days to donate unloaded legal rifles and long guns at this Franklin Square gun shop. The guns to then be shipped to Ukraine. A big part of his plan, however, remains unclear.
The question is how will you get the things there? It's not easy to get things into the country like that.
Long Island Congressman Swazi's question is the one the county executive is still working to answer.
It's a long process to get that done. So that's why we're asking for help from the federal government.
Blakeman says he's reached out to members of Congress, and today a spokesperson for Long Island Congressman Garbarino confirmed that, quote, our office contacted the White House to inquire about how providing the collected guns to Ukraine might be possible.
They need to be able to fight and survive this aggression.
This Ukrainian-American community leader supports the gun donation idea, but when I asked, he questioned if the guns will actually ever get to Ukraine.
Yeah, that's a possibility, definitely.
A Homeland Security spokesperson says the State Department would have to okay a weapons shipment like this. But the county executive hasn't reached out to the State Department, for now at least, choosing political rhetoric instead.
We will collect them. President Biden, you get him there.
Now, any guns donated here in Franklin Square but not delivered to Ukraine will be returned. The county executive telling me that some may scoff at his idea, but as a great-grandchild of Ukrainian immigrants, it's something he says he felt compelled to try. We're in Franklin Square. Greg Sergel, News 4 New York.